placing these fuckers on trial. They are guilty as charged. Now, I need help from a lawyer who wants to actually take on the fucking system and not Andy Ostrowski. Piece of shit. And I can get into him later if you guys want to, because I have a story that I want to cover that nobody wants to hear that is part of Agenda 21 and involves a condo that has mold and mildew and is falling apart. A 3-story wall fell off the building. There's an engineer report on this building that it needs to be fucking condemned, and I can't get that in the fucking news because I contact the EPA. They don't want to hear it. Who do you take it to then? The EPA is supposed to hear all this stuff. I go on C-SPAN at the EPA hearing, and they love me to death. But then I come off of there, and they won't fucking listen to me. It's like, my God, you idiots. And the place is called Hidden Valley Condos. And do you want me to start getting into that now? Because I would love to. Okay. Because, well, like I said, this place, I was contacted by a advocate, and they have a condo unit, and this condo unit is totally unlivable. This condo unit has sewage backing up into it. It has mold on the wall. I have photographs. I made a video of this place. It is a fucking hellhole. It's falling into a sinkhole, and nobody wants to hear about it because supposedly I can't find out who owns the fucking building through everything I've gone through. And they had set up a web page to get this out there because people need to hear. This person has been fighting this for 17 years, standing between the bad guys because they don't want people living in this hellhole, and they want people that are living there to get help because people get sick and people die. They've had fires in this building, and they just whitewash it, put shit up, and go, don't worry about it, and reopen the condo unit and let people move back in with asbestos. And, 2 schools right around that building have been condemned and tore down for all the shit in the area, and it's possibly built on a toxic landfill. I mean, it's basically another love canal. And they set up, web pages, and they went on Fedbook and started a big group. And I got contacted. So, being in the news, they said, can you help us? And I started looking into it and started publishing stories about it. And pardon me for a minute, my mouth's dry. But I published a couple articles about it, which everybody should go look up because I've been on this for 2 years now. And then the group that they had on Fedbook got infiltrated by trolls and by a has-been lawyer because he's a defrocked priest of the Temple of Law because they disbarred his ass for all the shit he's done. And at first I thought he was a good guy. I bought into all the bullshit that he said, and and he comes into the group, and I step back and I let him do what he needs to do. He starts getting all this information that's supposed to come to me and starts siphoning it because he's a lawyer. Only give it to him. He won't have me on his fucking radio show. I mean, the man's a total whack. He was running for Congress. I was actually supporting him at that time because I didn't look into him at first. It was everything I saw. Everybody said, oh, he's such a great guy. And he'll smile at you. He's a great smile-a-tician. And he'll talk to you. And, up close and personal, it's like, oh, yeah. And then behind your back, he's like, I ain't going to do any of that shit. I'm only in it for myself. And he was supposed to be helping these people. He stole affidavits. He stole video evidence, and then turns around in his position as a lawyer and starts using this stuff to blackmail the advocates and stuff. So was he actually working for the other side? Yes, I think he was. And when all the shit started in the group, it was people that he had brought in and started putting in power to destroy this group, to break the momentum, and the group is basically falling apart and has basically gone silent because of all the shit that the advocates have to face that isn't their problem, and was started by him and others attached to him And I really feel bad because I was told to put a gag order on a lot of this shit, and I couldn't do much. But now that it's kind of like other people have started coming forward and showing Andy Ostrowski's true colors, like Mark Robinson, journalist, reporter, that has posted a lot of stuff about Andy. And so now I'm just saying, you know what? There's already stuff out, so I'm going to open up about what I know about all this shit. And if Andy Ostrowski is listening, Andy Ostrowski, I want John Sebastian's damn videos, motherfucker. I want the affidavits. I want Freedom of Information Act to get it for me. You told me I'm supposed to have this shit. I want it. I want on your radio show. I'll tear you apart on your own damn radio show. I'm not afraid of you. You don't scare me. The mob does not fucking scare me. I've dealt with them when I worked in New York. You know, I got death threats from them. I told them I'd give them I'd bring them their boys back in a body bag if they wanted them. I'd hand deliver them myself. I don't care. I might be able to do it. Nobody knows. I do. I don't fear these fucking police. I tell them to do their damn job. But their job is, but then I have to rephrase that now because their job is occupation. So no, do what you were fucking supposed to do. Get back to being peace officers and stop being military police. But since you're military police, I will now treat you as soldiers because that's what you fucking are. And there is no Geneva Convention on American soil right now, so fuck you. And if you occupy and you wear a blue helmet, you just make yourself a target. Don't come in my yard. I will shoot any blue UN soldier on sight. Fuck that. I do not play that game in my own damn yard. And yes, I will defend my fucking family and my right to fucking breathe on this planet. And I don't feel like killing humans. I've stated that before. I don't want your blood on my hands. So stop your bullshit. Get back to doing go back to living and stop fucking getting in everybody's business. But I lost track of the Hidden Valley thing, didn't I? Let me get back to that. Like I said, this place is a hellhole. The wiring in it is substandard. They do work on this condo with no work permits. There's no permits filed. I've gone through the Hall of Records and stuff, and having been a surveyor, I do know about Hall of Records and all this shit. I can't find shit on this building. I don't know who the fuck owns it. And they're charging people mortgages and condo fees and just making money. And I want to know why the engineers that condemned the building haven't fucking condemned the building, why they haven't done their job. Yinkston Ernest. I want to know. I think that was their name, Yinkston. I'll have to look it up. Like I said, I did reports on it. I just posted not a month or two ago the condemned Hidden Valley with all the evidence. And, I mean, I've written 6-page articles, at least 7 or 8 of them about this place. And it's like, why isn't this news? Why can I not get news on the news? I mean, I think people would want to hear about this damn building. Do you gentlemen think that? What do you think about what I told you?
Of course, but you're not going to get real stuff on the news. It's important. It's not in their curriculum. The whole goal of the news is to help the government enslave you. Media is nothing more than the fifth column of the armed forces. You got the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Army, and, of course, the media. They're a military unit that doesn't do any fighting, but they do all the talking to convince you that the fighting is okay and to enslave you. They're not going to talk about people living under adverse conditions unless it behooves them, unless they want to knock the buildings down and build more so the people who were originally in them can't get back in them because they can't afford it like they did in New Orleans in Katrina. We live in an enclosed dome of fucking prison. The people don't want to accept it. And those of them that start thinking otherwise, they dismiss it out of their mind because it's too discombobulating for them. Or they're too wrapped up in earning a living. Or they're too addicted to instant gratification to give a shit. And that is their demise. You know, it's like in the days of Noah, that people were eating, drinking, and making merry, and forgetting about what was really going on, and then, bam, the flood came. Well, this time the earth will regurgitate, because Mother Earth, Pisces Sophia, who incarnated as Mother Earth, has had it. I don't see salvation for this generation or the next one. That doesn't mean we won't be here to see it in some future generation, be it 3 million years from now. It doesn't matter. Well, it'll be like, just as we said yesterday, going to sleep and waking up. You won't even know the difference. And this generation is gone. The evildoers have to go. The earth has to be cleansed. There's no other way. You need a cataclysm. Because, like we both say, it's not broken. It was corrupted to lead to this, and now it's just too evil. Because, you see, it reaches a point that when you enslave humanity, a good slave owner treats his slaves very well. You know what? There's a book called Rulers of Evil that Jordan Maxwell told me 15 years ago to get. I read most of it. It's very upsetting, saying the rulers of this world are evil because the people are evil. But now they become too evil. It's human farming. That's what it is. They control us with the fear of death when there is no death, because those who fear death are dead already. They're emotionally dead. They live in fear. There's no soul energy within them. They're a dead lot. They're zombies. They're the walking dead. Like I said many times, they should call AMC for the new season. It may be a bit late. It's starting, I think, Sunday. And become a walker, because I don't see human beings when I go out there. And it's like I posted last night, by the way. It was my second to last post on Facebook. I had the kid talking to Bruce Willis. I see dumb people. They're all over Facebook.
Yep.
And then I have a video about it. You know, it's like, it's so true. They're just stupid. And they don't know they're stupid, which makes them even more stupid. You know, it's like, get a job, go to school, pay taxes, get married, listen to your government, be patriotic. Now repeat after me. I am free.